The kids are back in school and finding many things that are brand new.
MPS nutritionist Tina Barkstrom and Concannon, the USDA Undersecretary for Food, Nutrition, and Consumer Services, joining us this morning. But I nailed it. I was nervous, but I nailed it. Thank you guys both for being here. I'm glad you're here because we do talk a lot about school lunches and really upping the standards and getting kids eating healthy. It's all new this year, right?
It's the third year. It's still new. We still consider it transition, but this is the third year. And like anything new, it takes a while for people to get used to it, but we're very encouraged by what's happening in schools. And schools like the Milwaukee Public Schools, you know, have adopted this community eligibility provision this year that makes the meals available to a whole variety, much larger number of students, minimizes the administration, allows people like Tina and her staff to really focus on the food. That's what makes a difference.
Well, a lot of people might, slough it off casually and say, oh, it's just lunch, whatever. And we've kind of, got this habit of, oh, it's school lunch, and that's just the way it was. But it was pointed out in this the press release you sent us that kids eat half their meals at school. Some kids do anyway. So it's not just lunch, it's very important.
Right, that's correct.
Tina, walk us through a little bit because you brought a sample. So this is something that perhaps a child at MPS, right, would get during a lunch day?
This is actually the menu for next week, Wednesday, I believe. It's a chicken fajita. It has the chicken fajita meat. It has a vegetable mix with green pepper, red pepper, yellow pepper, and onion. And then we've got a sprinkling of cheddar cheese, low-fat cheddar cheese on top. We've got the brown rice, which is a Spanish rice, salsa. The seasoned black beans, which is the legumes, is something new with the new initiative to bring more peas and beans and legumes into the menu.
Get some fiber in there, too.
The tortilla shell is a whole grain tortilla, where in the past it would have been a flour tortilla, so that's a change.
So sometimes they're just simple changes that the kids might not even know.
Definitely. We've done whole grains for years and years and years, and we've always done fruits and vegetables, so it's very small changes for Milwaukee Public Schools. And then also the fruit, we do as much fresh fruit as possible. We have a plum and apple slices today. The students actually have a choice. There's 5 components to the meal.
This is a cool little
show that. So there's 5 components to the meal, and the students only have to take 3 items. But one of those items must be a fruit or vegetable.
So they have to have one from the red category, which is fruits, one from the green category, which is vegetables, and then obviously a third somewhere in there.
Correct. And then all of the milk now is either fat-free or low-fat.
Kevin, I know when you said, too, so much has been happening with this on a national level for years. So what brings you to Milwaukee today?
Well, partly to see this and to applaud what's going on here with, we met last evening with folks from the Milwaukee Hunger Task Force. They've been working on programs like this for years, advocating and supporting schools. Ultimately, healthy foods at schools support the mission of the school. And so it helps. I've seen it in other parts of the country, actually increases attendance and reduces absenteeism when you have increasingly school breakfast, for example, available to students. This year, we expect across the country close to 14 million American school children are going to have breakfast at school as well.
Which is huge.
So school nurses tell us, classroom teachers tell us, fewer kids leaving the classroom with headaches or stomach aches or falling asleep. The meal program is a major part of helping that mission.
That's a good point.
We love
fighting
people
obesity,
like
helping them focus, and we all know what it's like to be hungry and try to focus on something. So it's great. And these are the snacks, right? They look fantastic.
This is a sampling of some of the snacks that we serve. We're part of the Fresh Fruit and Vegetable Grant through USDA.
It's wonderful.
So if I slouch a little, can I get in the lunch?
It's better than what's in
my lunch. It looks good. Well, thank you so much for coming in and making everything happen here and just kind of showing us what the kids are having for lunch these days. Coming up, getting engaged is now apparently a little easier. How changing the ring box made all the difference.